Welcome to One More Thing, a ministry of First Baptist Kirksville. I'm Jason Marlin. I'm here with Travis Kirkman.
Hello.
Also Ethan Bray.
What's up?
Hey, today is probably one of my favorite things because we're going to be talking about student ministry. And why I love it is because it is so important to get kids involved, not because they are the future of the church, they are the church today. And I'm glad I've got you guys here today. Travis, you're awesome at leading our worship, and you're awesome at leading those kids. Man, they sing and sing well, right? I love hearing them sing. Ethan, you're right in the middle of it, of getting. Now, let's start off by talking about the elephant in the room, right? Getting kids to church can be a challenge, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a young one, right?
Yeah.
So when infants, trying to get an infant to church, it takes a lot of work, does it not? Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to pack them up. You got to pack all their junk up. I mean, it takes time.
Yeah, I remember just being able to jump up right out of bed, throw a shirt on, and get to church in 10 minutes. And now I think we're packing the whole house just to get here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
Now, guess what? When they become toddlers, doesn't get easier.
Okay.
No, because when they become toddlers, all of a sudden now there's this separation anxiety that takes place.
Oh, okay.
Because now you drop them off and they're like, mama, daddy, so now you got that to deal with. But then after toddlers, it becomes kind of elementary age, and then guess what happens?
Middle school.
Well, what's the problem with elementary age? They start playing sports. So now they're playing sports. So they got to go playing soccer, playing basketball, playing travel ball. They're doing all this kind of stuff. And then, yes, like you said, they've got pre-teams, and all of a sudden pre-teams, well, that's just a whole nother ball, right? You got a couple of pre-teens, don't you?
I hate to admit it.
There's not any attitudes in any kind
Never.
Got great kids.
So even in pre-teens and teens, some of them just like, I ain't going to church today, So it doesn't matter what age child you have. It's difficult. It's hard. But I want to say it's worth the effort. It's worth the effort. It's worth the energy to get up and get the kids to church every week. In fact, I came across an interesting study I want to share with you guys. Now, this is a study from Harvard, right? Now, listen, let's be Harvard. That's how they say it, isn't it? I'm from Boston. You did not know that? That's how they say it.
Is that where Harvard's at?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's Cambridge, right?
All right.
Okay. Yeah,
Isn't that in England?
I'm schooling you all a little bit. Anyway, Harvard is not known for its conservative views, right? They are very liberal anyway. But they did this excellent study. Here's what they did. They studied the way people who go to church, kids who go to church versus kids who go to religious school and kids who go to public school. Mm-hmm. And their criteria was they wanted to study the social, physical, mental health of those children, such as like how much anxiety they had, what kind of depression, what kind of community engagement. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. So here's what they figured out. Let me just kind of read through this because it's kind of interesting. They found that there was just little difference or no difference at all between the long-term health of youth between those who attended public school or private school.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. If you attended public school or private school, the anxiety, the health, it all equaled out. However, what they did find out, attending religious services made a big difference. That was the defining thing that made a difference in a child's life. Mm-hmm. Isn't that cool? Isn't that interesting? They found out that religious attendance had a beneficial effect across the board. In fact, they said, in other words, kids who grew up attending church regularly, by far, they said, and this is Harvard, by far rated higher in overall well-being than those who went to religious school or those who went to public school. So kind of catch this. If you take two kids, one who attends church once a week regularly, and another kid who goes to religious school 5 days a week, but only attends church sporadically, that regular church attender fares much better. Isn't that kind of crazy to think? I mean, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I think I think that study right there proves and shows the importance of making sure that your children are regular attenders in the church. It helps them. And in fact, it helps them from like the big three, right? It helps them from the dangers of depression, helps them from the dangers of substance abuse, helps them from the dangers of premature sexual activity. You need to make sure your children are in church. I can't say it enough, right? People who attend church are also likely to grow up more happy, to be more forgiving, and to have more mission and to have more purpose. So have I kind of shared why it's important now?
I think you got it. Yeah.
All right. Well, let me share with y'all some reasons why people don't, and we'll talk about it. Why do people not bring their children to church? What do you think?
I think for some people, they themselves don't prioritize it. Ooh. So if it's not something that a parent thinks is important, why are they going to make their kid do it?
That's right.
Another one would be they give their kids a choice.
Ah,
yeah, that's
big, isn't it? So it's just like, hey, do you want to go today? Yeah. All right. Back to you.
I mean, just piggybacking, let's just be honest. If you held a candy bar up to your kid or vegetables, which one are they going to pick? The candy bar. Most kids, right? Mm-hmm. The normal kids, as I would say. Well, with kids who they don't have a relationship with the Lord, right? They don't know who God is and how great He is. If you choose a ball or dance practice or going to a friend's house over coming to church and hearing the word, which one are they going to pick? They're naturally going to pick that. And I was always told you only get 18 years, right? And if they're not seeing it as a priority now in their life, when they grow up, why would they make it a priority now? So I think that giving them a choice is a big one. Like you as a parent, the check passes your desk finally, right? Like you have the last say, so make your kids go to church.
Yeah, I hear sometimes people say, well, I don't want to force my religion down their throats. Or they say, well, I just don't enjoy it. Or it's just when I get there, there's just a bunch of cliques. Or they give all those excuses. And, it doesn't matter, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's sports, whether it's homework, whether it's I just don't want to go. We have to be parents.
Yes.
And we've got to set the priority, and we've got to say, listen, this is why it's important. So what I want to do, I want to talk about, a few things that I believe why bringing kids to church are important. And here's the first reason. Teenagers need models. Teenagers need mentors, right? If you got your Bible, we're going to get some scripture, right? Read Psalm chapter 71. Verse 17 and 18. Who's got it first? Who's winning?
71 what?
71, 17 and 18.
O God, you have taught me from my youth, and I still declare your wondrous deeds. And even when I am old and gray, O God, do not forsake me until I declare your strength to this generation, your power to all who are to come. Your power to all who are to come.
And so he's talking about, listen, even when I'm old, I'm declaring to the next generation. I'm mentoring them. I'm speaking to them. Even Titus chapter 2 talks about old men mentoring young men. Have you ever kind of had a mentor, or did you ever have somebody in the church that kind of spoke into your life, or have you done that for somebody else? Either one of you guys?
I mean, I would say for sure, both ways. I mean, I'm kind of an old soul anyway, so I would kind of always pull toward the older generation, But here's what I was going to say about our church, man. I'm so we're blessed here at First Baptist because just like you were talking about here, teenagers need models and mentors. And we have so much opportunity for them to be mentored by the next generation, or with the college class. There's so many people that can pour into the youth that come to this church.
Yeah, and whenever we think about modeling and mentoring, one of the benefits I think that we have is, like you said, we have college students that I think you use, right, on
Absolutely.
Wednesday night. Talk a little bit about how you use the college students on Wednesday night.
Yeah, so Wednesday night, I started doing youth at 6 o'clock. And so if you have youth kids, at 6 o'clock, you should come, just a plug. But I've been asking a lot of my college students to come lead our small group. So basically a youth night looks like we get here, we sing with the rest of the church, we go downstairs. And as we're downstairs, I'm going to preach a short sermon. And then after the sermon, my college students break them up in their, whether you're middle school or high school, and then whether you're a boy or a girl. And they meet in their groups and they talk about, okay, so this is what God's word said. How do we actually do this in our life this week? But right after that, my college kids come to college called Ignite, and they get fed. So they're serving by teaching the word to youth kids, and then they're also being fed or being discipled by me and my other college leaders who discipled them, called outpost groups throughout the week. So it's just a great plug and play. So we have kids serving youth, we have kids serving college students, and it's just been a lot of fun.
And so we got like teenagers seeing
Yes.
older Christians and realizing like this is a generational faith.
Absolutely.
I can grow and mature into my
And here's
faith.
what's so cool about that too here at First Baptist. We see that with teenagers serving elementary age kids.
Yeah.
Or, and so we see full circle. We see what it looks like through all facets of everybody's life. So it's just so awesome, man.
So teenagers need models. They need mentors. Secondly, teenagers need community. Now, they're going to get community somewhere.
Yep.
They're getting it somewhere, right? Hopefully, church is the place that they do get it. If you got your next verse, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24 and 25, read that for us there.
It says, "And let us consider one another in order to provoke love and good works, not neglecting to gather together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging each other, and all the more as you see the day approaching."
So in an age of bullying, in an age of gossip, in an age of social media, kind of, comparison and all that kind of stuff, young people need each other to encourage, to build up, to love them, to challenge them. And hopefully the church is that place.
Yes.
We need a place like this to do just as Hebrews 10 tells us, to spur one another on, to love one another, to encourage one another. So the youth group needs to be that place. So we need to model, we need to mentor, we need community. The third thing, youth group needs mission, right? I mean, I think especially these younger generations, they want to do something.
Yeah.
They want to be involved in something. So the youth group, I think, is important to have a mission. In fact, Jesus, this is kind of a cool thing. So Jesus, when he gave the Great Commission, Matthew chapter 28, go into all the world and preach the gospel. When he was talking to his disciples, probably the majority of them were actually teenagers. The majority of them were probably older teens. I mean, they were young guys. These were not like 40-year-old men. These were young men who he was challenging, who he was telling. So we need to be reminded that our teenagers, they have the ability to go right now and do mission. So how are you challenging right now the kids to do mission?
Yeah, right now, so we, every week, I try to encourage them, invite a friend to church. Sometimes sharing the gospel is a little bit nerve-wracking, especially for young believers who have just believed, trying to, how do I say it, or what's the order all the time. And so hopefully every night as I'm preaching, as we're walking through those small groups, they're learning the word, they're learning scripture, so then they can go share it. But even before they can go share it, you can pray for your lost friends, and you can invite them to church, and they can come hear the word here. And then what's easy is people say, a lot of youth kids say, I just don't know how to start a conversation. The easiest way to start a conversation is, hey, come to church with me. You go to church. After church, hey, what'd you think about church? Mm-hmm. And then it's natural. You bring it up. And so we're really trying to encourage our students, hey, just bring your friend with you. I just texted some of them today like, hey, I don't care if you come late after track. You'll be here on time for the word. Just come, bring a friend with you, and try to witness to them there on the way home. For some of them, they just started driving. I know you want to ride around, pick up your friend, right. So I think the biggest way is teaching them the word so that they feel confident in their faith to share it with someone else, but then also, trying to make our youth group a place that they want to bring their friends to. Yeah. And then that can start conversations afterwards.
Yeah, so you talked about teaching them the word.
Yes.
That's the other thing that teenagers need theology.
Amen.
And what I mean by that is, they need to learn about God. Mm-hmm. So I've got one more verse for us to read. Read Ephesians chapter 4 for me, verses 14 and 15.
It says, "Then we will no longer be little children, tossed by the waves and blown around by every wind of teaching, by human cunning and cleverness and the techniques of deceit. But speaking the truth in love, let us grow in every way into him who is the head, Christ."
So the youth group should be a place where youth wrestle with the truth. because again, they're getting so much information, so much not truth,
Yeah.
I guess false information from society. And the youth group needs to be a place where they're getting the truth. And they need to be grounded in the truth. So as teenagers come, they're able to ask questions,
Yeah.
they're able to learn. And again, I know as you teach and as they have small groups, that's the place where they get grounded.
And for your youth kids, if you're wanting them to come, we want them to. And just like we're walking through books on Sunday morning with Pastor Jason, our youth group, we're going to be walking through books. So like right now, we're finishing Jonah tonight. So if they've come for the last 4 weeks, they've walked through a whole book of the Bible. Yeah. So they are hearing the word just like we do on Sunday morning.
Yeah, and let me close just by saying this, that I think the youth group also gives a place for these children, for these kids, for these young adults, to have a place, just to have a place to confide. Mm-hmm. To have somebody where they can, when they have a problem, to come and say, listen, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with this issue, or again, the parents are supposed to have that, but maybe there's issues that they won't talk to their parents about. So it's awesome to have a person like Travis or Ethan that they can say, hey, I'm dealing with this issue. Will you help me? And that's why I loved, when Travis was there, you had you and Savannah, mm-hmm. And especially you have got you and Alize, mm-hmm. Whether it's a man or a woman, we've got both yep. male and female there that the boys and girls can come and say, listen, I'm dealing with these issues. And I want you to help me and pray with me and think through that. And I think that's such a valuable tool. And I can remember, growing up, one of my youth ministers growing up was probably one of the most influential guys in my life. And even I can remember even whenever we surrendered to missions and we were being, sent off, and we went to Fort Worth, Texas, and that's where he was stationed at the time, or that's where he was living at the time. And we got to meet up with him there and just kind of reminisce, and it was just a cool time. And mm-hmm. he made such an impact in my life. And being a youth pastor can have such an effect growing up. So let me just kind of close with this cool stat. I found this, Sarah, I got this off her phone or whatever, because it was just kind of listen. Church attendance for kids from 1 to 18, listen to this. This is so crazy. If you attend every Sunday from 1 to 18, you attend 936 times. Okay? That's how many Sundays you get. If you miss one Sunday a month, that drops to 720. So, that drops pretty significant. If you miss 2 Sundays a month, it drops to 468. Boom, that's all you get. If you only attend once a month, you only get 216 times. Is that not crazy? And if you are one of those Easter, Christmas, and Mother's Day kind of persons, you only bring your child to church only 54 times. And I like the little ending here. It says, you don't have to miss much to miss much. Mm-hmm. So there really is a huge importance of making sure you bring kids to church. Don't make other things be more important than church attendance. I can't stress that enough. You got something you want to say?
Yeah, at the end it says, train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Proverbs 22:6. So think about those statistics, and then think about your own family. The greatest thing you can do for your kid is to teach them the truth, to share the gospel with them. And just like I tell the youth kids, the easiest way to have conversations is bring them to church with you and talk about it on the way home. Yeah. I as a youth pastor, I was taught, from my youth pastor, the number one disciple maker for your kids is their parents. And so I really want to challenge our families. Like, if you're bringing your kids, keep doing it. But then what's your next step? What's your one more thing? What can you do at home to disciple kids? Maybe it's reading the Bible together. Maybe it's praying together. Maybe it's asking them, hey, what'd you learn in youth group tonight on your way home? What's that next thing you can do to disciple your kids? And then if you're not bringing them, or they come once a month, or they come to us, make your kids come. I promise you, you're not going to regret it.
That's right. Well, listen, it's probably one of our favorite times of the year when it comes to church. We've got Palm Sunday coming up. We've got Easter coming up. I know it's usually Sarah's time to give us a commercial or give us an exciting time.
But I heard you guys made a pretty awesome one yesterday.
That is right.
It's pretty good.
So, hey, what do you think, Travis? Should we show them our commercial?
Let's bust it out.
Hey,
Yeah,
nice.
Watch what Travis and I made for you guys and invite somebody to church, right? Watch it. Hey, I'm Jason Marlin. I'm here with Travis Kurtman. We're with First Baptist Kirksville, and we want to invite you to celebrate Easter with our family here at First Baptist. You know, I've been preaching Easter for the last 30 years, and I never get tired of worshiping and celebrating the risen Christ.
Speaking of worshiping, hey, we have a night of worship coming up Friday, April the 18th. That's right before Easter on Good Friday at 6 p.m. Be sure and join us. It's a great way to kick off the Easter weekend and prepare our hearts and our minds for worshiping together Sunday morning on Easter.
You know, that Sunday is going to be an amazing time. In fact, we want your family to join our family at 10:45 to celebrate that risen Christ like you never have before. It's going to be an amazing time. So please come, and we'll see you there. Hey, don't forget, Easter's coming. And please invite your friends, invite your family. It's one of the best days, I promise. Hey, in fact, you got a goal, don't you?
500. That's our goal this year.
In fact, you got such a goal because you did a little studying, didn't you?
I did. So listen, I love statistics. I don't love learning it like in school and stuff, but I like to like go back and look at numbers and stuff like that. And so I went back last Easter. So last Easter, you know, as everybody knows, it's like the biggest attendance Sunday of the year for most churches, right? No different here. But currently, a regular Sunday, I mean, we're right there with where we were at Easter last year. Yeah. And 2 Sundays previous to Easter last year, I looked at our number, and we grew 59% to Easter. So if we grow 59% from this past Sunday to what Easter is going to be, that's way over 500.
Nice. So it's possible.
That's possible.
So let's get to over 500. Sounds good.
Let's do it.
All right, Sarah, you got some kind of fun, awesome game for our, let's see,
First
family fun. Family fun. What you got?
Okay, so I thought we should cover some controversial topics.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
Let's do it. I'm game.
Sounds maybe like trouble.
are you ready? Number 1. Should pineapple be a pizza topping?
No. Sorry, no.
I'll eat it because the girls get it all the time.
I say yes because I put pineapple. I like pineapple for anything. I love pineapple.
I'll eat it.
I hate pizza.
But I'll say no.
I hate pizza.
I don't know. I've kind of grown to like it because I get it so much. That's all there is. And I've kind of acquired the taste for it.
I like pineapple.
I like
I'll change my
pineapple,
answer.
but I just prefer it not on my pizza. I just feel like it makes it soggy, and then it's like, I'm good.
I'll say
Okay.
yes.
Number 2. Should toilet paper be hung over or under? Maybe I should start with, do you even put the toilet paper on the roll?
I'm the only one in my house that puts it on the roll. It goes over.
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't put it. You don't do mullet.
No.
No.
You do party in the front,
Party in the front.
not in the
Business
back.
in the
business
front.
in the front. You do business in the front, not party in the back.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't put it on the roll, so I put it on the back of the toilet.
Allison gets mad because when we run out, instead of throwing it away, we have our plunger in the bathroom like most people. And so I just start stacking to see how high I can get in until she gets mad. So
All right. Is it necessary to drink a beverage with a straw?
It's not necessary. I like a straw though. If I'm at a restaurant, like at home, I never use a straw, but like if I'm at a restaurant, I do.
I don't use a straw unless I'm at a restaurant because I don't know if they actually clean their stuff
This
that
is
well.
something I will. This is something serious to me. I hate straws. I hate people who drink. I hate men who use straws.
You can't say you hate people that do it.
I despise men who use straws.
He's talking to me right now.
He's looking at you straight face.
I think men who use straws are. I can't use that
You
word.
always say you just. Let me help you out. You say that it doesn't look
Manly.
masculine.
Yeah,
Manly.
my youth pastor said there's no
They-
manly way to
you
drink out of a
just-
straw.
You can't
Yeah,
do
drink
that.
out the
No,
side.
let me show you. Let me see your cup. I'm gonna show you a manly way to drink out of a straw. Tell me, I gotta get a pen real quick.
You're gonna drink out the
There's no manly way to drink.
I
out
don't
of a
think there
straw.
is, but
No.
Look, pretend that this is the straw. This is your cup. You want to know the manly way? Check this out. 2 fingers. You're going to put the straw in between the two. Hold the drink like this. What's up? What's that?
Here, let me show you the manly way to drink the straw. That's the manly way.
I'm not drinking that.
I get
All right.
it. I get it.
This is one that Jason and I actually differ on, believe it or not. Should you wash the dishes before putting them in the dishwasher?
Yes. 100% yes.
Yes, 100% yes.
Okay, when you mean washing it, do you mean like just rinsing it off?
Okay,
like
I'll give you an
rinse them.
example. Last night, I went to check the dishwasher to see if they were dirty, and they are so clean when Jason puts them in there that I can't tell if they've been through the cycle or not.
No,
when
I'm
I
sorry,
know them
no.
in there,
Yeah.
you
They're
will
dirty.
know,
You know.
that people have eaten
Yeah.
on them.
Like
You gotta like rinse them off.
I like put it under the
Sarah
faucet.
Sarah would put like a chocolate cake in there. She would like if there's a chocolate cake on the dish, you'd like just put it in there
That's
and
not
just like
true.
start it.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, I think if you just rinse it off, you get all the thick stuff, so you
Yes,
throw it away.
you get everything off of it.
Yeah.
But like you could still see ketchup or
No,
like
no,
pasta
you have
sauce
to get
on
that
the
off.
ones I put in
Okay,
there.
I'm a little more on hers. Like
No.
you can see a little sauce, but like it can't be like a glob.
I'll go like halfway.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
right
with.
here.
I'm in the middle.
I get it all off.
Okay, next
Okay.
one. Is it necessary to make the bed every day?
Absolutely not.
No way.
You
It's
get
not
right back in
necessary.
bed.
Now, is it a good practice? Yes.
No. You're going to get back in it in just a
That's
little
right.
bit.
And
Yeah, but when you get back in it, it's all like fresh and nice. It's like you walk into your hotel room and like the maids did it, but actually it was you.
yeah, I prefer.
And then you feel good about yourself because you've made the bed.
I will make it at bedtime before I will get in it.
That's nah.
That's dumb.
That,
I make Jason get up so that I can make.
Yeah. I get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
ready? Number 6. Should this office, have a designated nap zone for power naps?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not gonna argue.
Listen, I sent you a picture. I sent him a picture last night of a. This is cool. Let me show you, Ethan, just because I think it's cool.
Yeah. We could put this up too.
Yeah,
on
we
the
could put
podcast.
this
It's a good
picture up.
picture.
I said, "This is our new office setup."
That's legit.
Isn't that
I
cool?
like that. I like
Yes,
that.
that's
Yeah.
cool. It's a. You'll see it online. It's a picture of people sleeping.
Here's the thing though, like we spend a lot of time here.
Yeah,
We do.
Like, we spend a lot of time here, so
need a nap.
you gotta get a nap in every once in a while.
All right, number 7. Is re-gifting acceptable?
Yes, I've done it before.
Without a doubt.
100%.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have 2 of something.
That's right.
I get something and I'll be like, this person would love this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just give it away, even if I like it. Because I know somebody else would like it too.
Number 8. Are there... Oh, wait, let's go back to this one. We'll do that one last. Should you wet your toothbrush before or after applying toothpaste?
Both.
I do both.
I do
Both?
both as
I
well.
do both as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh. I think I just do it before.
No, I do both. as
Before that's
I mean, that's acceptable.
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to think
Try it.
tomorrow when I brush my teeth.
Yeah, you
but-
gotta try it.
or just whatever.
well.
Okay.
Both works.
All right. What's the best order? Sock, shoe, or sock, shoe, shoe.
It depends on how tired I am. If I'm really tired, like I'll put one sock on and one shoe on, just because it's like right there already. Mostly though, I do socks.
Mine's usually
Yeah.
socks. 'Cause
Here's
I
the
usually
question.
Don't know where my shoes are.
Here's
so.
the question though: do you put your socks on and then your pants, or your pants and then your socks? That's a better
That
question.
just depends on the day.
Listen, I put my socks on first,
Yep.
then my pants, because if I put my pants on
Then you have
without
to-
my sock, then you got to pull
Yeah.
your pants up, and then when you pull your pants back down, it pulls your sock down.
I don't think I've ever put socks on before pants.
You should try it.
It'll change your life.
It will. It really will. Like, oh, this is much easier. And then when you pull your pants on, it makes sure that your socks are all nice
Yep.
and straight up. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think that hard.
Do you always wear matching socks?
Yes.
Yes.
If you matched my socks, I do.
You always have matching socks. I believe in pairing socks together. Okay, last one. Ready? We can't take a long time on this one, but are there any conspiracy theories that you low-key or high-key believe?
All right, where do we begin?
All of them.
All right, here we
All
go.
of them.
I'm telling you, I'm in
all of them.
I would say all of them,
All
too.
of them, pretty much.
Pretty
Would you
much
like for
all
me to
of
name them? I better not, but pretty much all of
Better
them.
not name them,
You
but
don't want to name a few?
My biggest one is we did not get to the moon when we said we did.
I don't think
Like,
we-
I think
I
we've
don't
been
think
there
we will.
now, but I don't think we got there first.
I don't think we've been there at all.
we haven't been there at all. We can't get out of.
We've never been to
can't
the
get out of
moon.
the firmament.
Can't get out of the firmament. We burn up and die. We've been to the moon.
Any others?
I think we've been. Just not first.
Aliens.
Aliens, JFK, 9/11, Bigfoot.
Yep.
Now y'all are just naming all of them.
It's
That's
true,
because
though.
I believe in all of them.
Did you ever seen them shows on like the History Channel where they chase Bigfoot? They're like walking in the dark and they have cameras, and then like from like way off in the distance you hear like a. They're like, that's the Bigfoot.
There's a whole series like Find
Yeah.
the Bigfoot.
Yeah. Like what else makes that noise?
Bigfoot.
Not coming from a man.
Okay, I just thought of one more. It's not on my list. I'm going to ask it because Jason
I love
and I.
conspiracy theories.
I do too.
We ought to do a whole show.
They have, like,
I could do
podcasts
a
you
whole
can
show.
listen to.
I could do a whole show of conspiracy.
No, we
The
can't.
pyramids.
Yes. Oh, you've seen the new pyramid? Did you know there's stuff under the pyramids? Did you know this? I know he does.
Like
We took
miles down.
2 miles below the pyramids, there's things.
But see, I don't know if I should get in that theological. I think the pyramids were built before the flood because I
Yeah.
think they were super
No,
high
yes.
tech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, 100%. I'm with you.
Oh,
See, they had like air
Yeah,
conditioning.
Giants.
Yeah.
Giants.
Giants.
Nephilim.
Yep.
I just thought of another one that we should talk about.
Wait.
Hold on, Sarah. We're busy over here.
I'm in control of this.
Listen.
We could do theological things too. Like we could
do
talk about.
That'd be
we could-
cool.
We could talk about like the sons of God and the
Yep.
daughters of men.
Yep.
Marion.
I have been studying up on that.
Weird.
Okay, my
All right.
turn again?
Hold on. I thought of a really good one that I thought I should
Loch Ness
mention.
monster.
No, I don't know about that one. Oh, the Titanic. You ever heard about the
Oh
Titanic?
yeah,
stuff?
it was not the
That's
act. Yeah.
It was sunk, but the Federal Reserve,
Bang bang.
all Federal
Yeah.
Reserve stuff.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That one's in like the
Trump's
9/11
getting rid of it.
category.
We're about to
Like
get
it was
rid of it.
sabotaged.
It really is. It really is.
Because like, how does it melt the tower? Yeah,
Okay.
shouldn't have melted the towers.
Okay, we're ready.
Maybe I should have left that one out. It's a hot one. Okay, last one. So you go to a restaurant and you're required to walk up to the counter. You place your order. You pick up your order. You
No.
take it to
We're
your-
not
I'm
tipping.
already saying
No,
no.
if you order standing up, you don't tip.
No.
Listen, if I go to a restaurant, they bring the food to me.
I do it every time.
I'm never
tip.
sending
You
you,
tip.
to a restaurant.
That's
ever
terrible,
again.
Sarah. You
I
gotta stop.
order
Never
pizza,
take-
if I order pizza and I go inside to pick it up and I click on that machine
Please
and it
never
says,
go.
They make
"How
you
much
feel
do
bad,
you
don't
want
they?
to tip?"
Then
I
they
do it.
stare at you.
And
Please
now
never
they-
go again. Please never go.
They've started doing it at Starbucks too.
Oh, they do
No.
it everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's coming to the grocery store. You just
I
wait.
tip at Starbucks. Anyways,
stop.
Please
That's
stop.
crazy.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what though? Well, they'll probably still do it there too. I was going to say they're building that new Starbucks.
they're
So
gonna
you go
do
through
it.
the
Well, they're
drive-thru.
gonna do
but
Where's it
it'll
gonna
the
be
same
at?
Thing. It's right there across from Hobby Lobby.
Anyways, so
Please-
if
please
your
stop.
business does that, you're gonna want me
No.
to show up.
Yeah, no. The only place I won't tip sitting down is Sonic because I still had to drive up to the thing.
And
you're sitting technically, but you're not
standing.
standing.
They actually.
Like that's
and
their.
if they're on skates, they get extra.
Yep. Yeah.
Is that what it is for real? If
You've never
they get
seen
extra
guys on
money
skate?
if they have skates on?
I said
No,
that.
I
I'm
actually
saying
tip
that.
them
Oh, you tip them
when they're on skates
when they're on
because they're like
skates.
balancing it and everything. It's like some of the most athletic thing you'll ever see.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean I've seen
They're
it.
like Tony Hawk.
I just didn't know if they got paid more money.
Yeah. What,
Oh.
if,
Not-
what if we start having like a giving station here where you can slide your ATM and like tip thing
Give
here?
tips.
Hey, we pay off the roof, but there you go.
It's a thought. Just a thought.
Not a bad idea.
Right,
We just
we-
need to have Sarah come often. Get this thing paid off.
Put it in front of
real
her
soon.
office door. Like, hey,
How many people are there like Sarah in
Yeah.
our congregation?
Probably a lot. I mean, I can relate. I can relate. Savannah has to like. "Oh, why you don't need to tip.
Yeah,
So
Savannah
she's like-
actually is the one that told me. She was like, "Sarah, it's okay. You don't have to tip them." But I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you
I need
tip
her
the
there beside-
percentage or do you do your own?
It's always percentage.
You just
I bet
push
she's
the
just-
button.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
She's not gonna
you gotta think
mathematics,
fast,
guys.
Ethan,
right.
and I don't have a lot of time to process, and that's what gets me in trouble.
It's 'cause they're
I'm-
staring at you.
And
Please.
you know what it is?
I'm gonna start
They-
paying
it-
attention to you. Please tell me you've always pushed the lowest number,
Listen, but you know what the lowest one is?
like 15.
18.
What? Please stop.
18, 20.
You're never going ever
She's
again.
paying like $20 for a coffee after
That's a
tip.
lot. That's a lot of money.
Actually, I don't buy fancy coffee, so Jason's safe. But anyways,
But everywhere else.
Your pizza is gonna make you go broke.
$50 pizza.
oh, man. Well, those were fun. Good controversial
All right, guys,
stuff.
that's good enough. I think we had a wonderful time. It's fun stuff always, right? Hey, we love the podcast. Hope you do as well. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like us on Facebook. See you guys Sunday, all right? We'll have a wonderful time. Don't forget to invite our Easter service. We'll be looking for 500. All right, see you guys next week.